Hello, welcome back, Recapped Mystery here. Today, I'm going to explain a Russian comedy sci-fi film, The Unperfect Guy. Watch out and take care. Sveta, a young Russian woman, shares a small flat with her partner Borya. Sveta recently quit her job at a car dealership and is now interviewing for a position with a multi-million-dollar robotics company. Her potential boss, Vadim Sergeyevich, is impressed by her intelligence and hires her as a manager for the upcoming launch in his company. Sveta is overjoyed to be going home. Borya, her physical trainer and influencer boyfriend, is working out in her kitchen when she walks in. Sveta notices Borya's strange behavior but says nothing. A commotion is heard from the bathroom, which Borya claims is a client, but his deception is exposed when a female wearing only a towel exits. Sveta's eyes well up with tears as her boyfriend makes up reasons. She also finds him concealing a packet of contraceptives on the floor but does not confront him about it. Borya is blatantly cheating on her, but Sveta is emotionally attached to him and refuses to let him go. Borya prepares breakfast for them after the woman has left. Amid an unpleasant silence in the kitchen, he has had enough of Sveta's silence and requests that she speak and condemn him since he deserves it. Borya is even more enraged since Sveta continues to insist that nothing is wrong with their relationship. He offers her a slipper and encourages her to beat him, but she resists. When he starts banging his head on the fridge and tosses his dumbbell from the balcony, things get hot. It lands on someone's car, and the pair is sent downstairs to make the payment. Borya starts arguing with the man, despite the fact that it was his fault. When Sveta stops him, he claims that they are no longer together and walks away. Sveta is distraught. Her demeanor from the morning has completely changed, and she begins to cry. Her first day of work is the next day. Her co-worker Vit shares everything she needs to know about her day. Her first mission is to unpack the humanoid androids, link them with their tablets, and inquire about their model number. When the numbers match, she must scan the barcode behind their ears and send them to room 21 for diagnosis. The androids are so identical to humans that it is impossible to tell them apart. The corporation has given each of them its own personality and a speciality so that customers can choose one based on their needs. The first box Sveta opens is a sturdy workout trainer. Sveta removes the tablet from beside him with care and connects him to it. His neck, which was previously formed of iron, begins to morph into a human-like shape. Sveta is startled when the robot opens its eyes. She is unsure what she should do next, but the smart robot instructs her. Sveta follows his instructions and sends him for evaluation. She then opens a box to reveal a stunning model within. She, too, is as intelligent as the first guy. Sveta gets the hang of the job and accomplishes it efficiently by the third time. She takes out a cook, a politician, a maid, and other robots. Her abilities are put to the test when a box with a friend refuses to reveal her his model number. He refuses to get out of bed and claims to have experienced a nightmare. Sveta suspects he has a fault and asks him to accompany her to the evacuation room, but he refuses and hugs her. She dials Vit's number and informs him of the issue. He almost doesn't believe her till he sees her companion. When he checks, he discovers that the friend has the error code 102. The robot is terrified since this could mean that he would be destroyed in order to make a new and better robot. He begins to lament about how brief his life was. He compliments Sveta's beauty even when crying since he can't stop himself. Flirting and being pleasant is written into his program. Their supervisor, Vadim Sergeyevich, is summoned for a final decision on the problem. He wishes to return the defective one to Japan, but Sveta responds by claiming that they may sell him at a discount due to the defect. Vadim Sergeyevich agrees and instructs her to prepare the robots for potential customers. Following that, they are shown on platforms for clients to interact with and determine which one to purchase. Sveta is concerned since she needs to show the clients the robots. She tells her pal that her confidence is down because her lover recently dumped her, but he assures her that she will do well. Sveta refers a wealthy woman who is looking for a suitable robot to her buddy. She is initially hesitant to purchase him, but changes her mind after he lavishes her with compliments. However, in attempting to gain her acceptance, the friend becomes strangely sexual. Nonetheless, the woman instructs Sveta to pack him until she arrives to get him up. Later, while Sveta is at her computer, The friend approaches her and apologizes for his inappropriate jokes. He also acknowledges her talent and thanks her for being such a fantastic seller. He proposes she buy him so they can be good buddies forever while they converse. Sveta laughs and says he's out of her price range. The friend explains that he made the offensive remark on purpose since if he is chosen, he would never see her again. Then he approaches Sveta and kisses her on the lips, but she immediately backs away. Finally, they part ways with an awkward hug. The following day, the firm hosts a runway show to showcase all of the robots. The event is a success, and the majority of the tickets are rapidly sold out. At the end of the day, Vadim Sergeyevich is inebriated and unable to drive himself home. Vit offers to transport Vadim Sergeyevich and Sveta to their respective residences. Vit invites Sveta to a 4-month-away concert on their way home. He has clearly developed feelings for her. Throughout the voyage, they sing songs. Even though he is intoxicated, Vadim Sergeyevich insists on taking Sveta to her room. When they get at her flat, he falls asleep on the couch, so Sveta ignores him and goes to sleep herself. When she arrives to work the next day, she is surprised to learn that the woman has already abducted her companion. Despite the fact that it is her first successful sale, something doesn't feel right. Just then, she receives a text message from a buddy. He sent her a video in which he thanked her for being his buddy, even if only for a day. He even recites a poem he wrote for her. After hearing that, Sveta is completely smitten. She can't help but phone his owner, claiming to be checking on him. The friend is overjoyed to tell her that his master has ordered him to wear an animal onesie. Before hanging up, he expresses his longing for her. The following day at work, his owner comes in and complains about the robot's behavior. The companion follows her behind and expresses his dissatisfaction with her since she forces him to wear foolish clothes and behaves him like a slave, which hurts his ego. Vadim Sergeyevich apologizes to the customer and assures her that she will receive a full refund. He is enraged at his friend for bringing his company into disrepute. Sveta stops him as he is about to attack the robot, declaring that she will buy him instead. She collects money from her friend Katya, her mother, and the bank over the following 3 days before bringing the friend home. He sleeps on the floor alongside her bed at night. They debate names for him and settle on Jaeger. The next morning, Sveta awakens to find Jaeger preparing her a delicious meal. He sends her to work and texts her throughout the day. Slowly but steadily, the two are falling in love. Sveta goes out one evening with her best friend Katya, who is about to be proposed to by her boyfriend. She invites Sveta and Jaeger to her birthday celebration and requests that she sit in the front row. Certain that she will be proposed to, Borya goes in and asks Jaeger who he is one day when he is alone at home. Jaeger suspects him of being an invader and punches him in the face. He also manages to avoid all of Borya's assaults. Borya, seeing his distinct personality, challenges him to a pull-up competition, which he streams live to his 1 million followers. Jaeger agrees to compete despite his innocence. The live video goes viral, and a large number of people join in. Sveta notices it as well and runs home to discover a drunk Borya and Jaeger in front of her building. She switches off Jaeger's electricity and takes him to the flat. He has enraged her by hanging out with her ex-boyfriend without her permission. Jaeger, visibly jealous, asks her if she is still in love with Borya. Sveta understands how he feels, and the two kiss for the first time. They attend Katya's birthday party that evening and meet her. Katya's boyfriend invites her to the stage but never proposes to her. She loses her cool and asks for the ring, humiliating herself in front of everyone. Then she dashes to the back room, sobbing over the awful night. Sveta follows her and forces Jaeger to sit with her while she meets Katya's lover. Borya is also at the celebration, live streaming everything to his followers. Katya's boyfriend tells Sveta he is gay, which is also shown live on Instagram. They proceed to tell Katya the truth, but they discover her having sexual relations with Jaeger. Sveta loses her mind and throws a bottle at Katya. However, she moves at the last second, and the bottle shatters Jaeger's jaw. Sveta invites Vit to mend his face and takes him home. Later, she removes the bandage from his face and notices that Vit has completely transformed his appearance. Her day is made worse when she arrives at work and is fired as a result of the live footage of yesterday's event that went popular on the internet. Even as she is being fired, she requests a fresh face for Jaeger, but Vadim Sergeyevich dismisses her, so she enlists Vit's assistance and sneaks inside the warehouse at night. They search through the box models until they discover the one they're looking for, but their scheme backfires when they discover Vadim Sergeyevich has been spying on them while on a bed with the model robot. He fires Vit for bringing Sveta in, but allows them keep the face for Jaeger. Sveta feels awful for Vit on the way home, but he tells her that he will find a new job shortly. He loves her but realizes they can't be together because of Jaeger. Sveta restores Jaeger's former visage, and the two resume their lives as a happy couple. Because of the uniqueness of their relationship, they launch a YouTube family channel together and become great influencers. Jaeger proposes to Sveta on Instagram Live one day. She says yes and leaps about in joy. Sveta is walking down the aisle to marry the love of her life in the scenario that follows. The pastor's wife is a lovely young lady. She asks Jaeger if he plans to marry Sveta, but instead of replying yes, he flirts with the priest. When he asks for her phone number, Sveta loses her cool. She flees home after being humiliated at her own wedding. Jaeger follows her behind, attempting to pass his flirting off as a bug in his program, but Sveta has made her decision. She sobs and begs why he did this to her, but Jaeger lashes out, calling her a weakling. Vit comes just in time to show that Fault 109 is not an error, but rather a characteristic shared by all buddy robots that allows them to duplicate all of the acts of the person who first communicates to them. So, up until now, Jaeger has been a carbon copy of Sveta. Sveta wanted Katya to get over her lover, so he cheated on her with Katya. He's still ranting at her since she's doing the same to him. Jaeger realizes that remaining in her life will only harm her, so he passes her the remote and requests that she turn him off and return him to Japan. Before she presses the trigger, they kiss one last time. Sveta wakes up 6 months later and goes to the kitchen to find Vit cooking for her. He adores her more than anyone else. For the first time since their last conversation, she receives a text from Jaeger while she is eating. She goes into the bathroom and watches the footage. Jaeger reports that he is now in Japan and is content. He also adds that he remembers everything they did together because it was the happiest time of his life. Sveta smiles as she sees the footage of Jaeger singing for her in a Japanese warehouse. The end. Please subscribe to assist the channel, turn on notification and leave a like. Thank you for taking the time to watch. See you again soon.